Doga? If you are ready to listen, we shall tell you all. As it pertains closely to your investigation, your leader Rambrose may wish to be present. Before we begin, pray allow me to apologize again. It was not our intent to deceive you. As you will have already gathered, we are not scholars sent by the students of Baldesion. Nay, we are clones, copies of people who once existed, given life through Allagan technology. This is rather a lot to take in. If it would not be considered unseemly, might I ask why you and yours were created? And more specifically, what is it that you now seek to do? Answering your question requires that we revisit Allagan history. Pray bear with us. The Allagan Empire reached its zenith long before our kind came into being. In that glorious age, the Crystal Tower stood tall as a symbol of Allagan pride. Parents took their children there, and they might learn how the nigh limitless energy it produced brought prosperity to the whole empire. That prosperity, however, bred decadence, and the empire began to show signs of stagnation. This decline was made all the more rapid for want of strong leadership. In a matter of generations, the Allagan civilization became a pale shadow of its former self. Its once gleaming cities fell into disrepair, and its frontier lands were given over to the wilderness. Lamenting the pitiful state of affairs, one technologist made it his mission to restore Allag to greatness. Ammon was his name, and he believed that the ailing empire wanted for but a potent ruler, and none was more potent than its founding father, whom he sought to resurrect. The founding father? You cannot mean Emperor Zande. None other. As part of his experiments, Ammon created clones of the Emperor's descendants. We are the products of that experiment, copies of Une and Doga. Historical text mentions the reigns of two Allagan emperors named Zande. It's commonly believed that the second was the namesake of the first. After all, such a custom is not uncommon among royalty and commoners alike, to think that the two were in fact one and the same. Zande returned from the grave and assumed his throne once more, and true to Ammon's prediction, the Emperor restored his realm to the glory it once knew. Would that he could have been satisfied with that. In his previous life, the Emperor decided to bring the entire world under Allagan dominion, an ambition that ultimately went unfulfilled. Having been granted a second chance, he was determined to succeed. Realizing that he needed more power to wage his war of conquest, Zande turned his sights towards a forbidden source, darkness. In order to learn how to harness this power, he converted the Crystal Tower into a restricted research facility. Darkness? Again? Seven hells, what is it with megalomaniacal rulers turning to darkness in their lust for power? Seriously. Well, at least this one won't be bothering us, being thousands of years dead and all. Would that you were right, Master Garland. Eh? Oh? Alas, Emperor Zande is very much alive. Within SYRCUS Tower he still abides, his ambition burning all the more ardently for his empire's collapse. Wielding the power of darkness requires prodigious amounts of energy that not even the Crystal Tower could produce. In order to augment the shortfall, Dalamud was created and launched into the heavens. On high it hung, gathering the sun's energy and channeling it to the tower below. However, a miscalculation resulted in a surge of energy that escaped into the land, this triggering an earthquake of unprecedented violence, the calamity that ushered in the Fourth Umbral Era. In the blink of an eye, the mighty Allegan Empire was laid to waste. Yet even as the Crystal Tower was sinking into the earth, the technologist Aman, now Emperor Zande's closest aide, invoked powerful magics and halted the flow of time. Every soul within the structure, the Emperor included, was placed in a deep slumber. In that state, they were to remain until the time was ripe to awaken. Eras came and went. After millennia lying dormant, Dalamud was summoned back to the earth. Its descent triggered the seventh umbral calamity, in the wake of which the Crystal Tower re-emerged. At that moment, Emperor Zande awakened. In his lust for power, the Emperor consorted with darkness and was seduced by its corrupting influence. Even though his empire is now little more than a fading memory, he will stop at nothing to see his ambition realized. "'Tis for no other purpose but to put an end to Zande's madness that we exist. This is the mantle we have inherited from our namesakes, the true Une and Doga. Fearing what might befall the world, the two of them sought to thwart their emperor. They gave unto us their will that we might carry on their mission should they fail. When we came to our senses within the Crystal Tower, we deliberated a course of action, concluding that we alone could not overcome Zande. We struck out to find a worthy ally. It has taken years, but our search is finally over. 'Tis no ordinary man who can cut a path through the labyrinth of the ancients, with you as our champion, Elder Floopsy. We are confident that we can end Zande's dark ambition once for all." Well, that'll teach me for speaking too soon. Setting my chagrin aside, I see now why you knew about the students of Baldesion among a host of other things. You were observing our investigation the whole time. So what will we do, Elder? The world's in grave danger again, and it just so happens you're an expert at saving it.
Floopsy will kick some ass.
You have our eternal gratitude. Together let us see the Allegan Empire's dark past laid to rest.
It has been our mission to recover the long-lost knowledge of the Allegan civilization, but what worth is that knowledge if it means subjecting the realm to peril? Truth be told, it pains me to think that the tower's secrets may become lost to us, but the greater good must ever come first. Besides, no quantity of ancient relics can compare to our friends, Unai and Doga, living, breathing Allegans. So I hereby declare a change in Noah's objective. Henceforth we shall direct all efforts towards sealing off SYRCUS Tower. Its dark secrets must never know the light of day. Elder, as you did for us within the labyrinth of the ancients, I would have you enter the structure and eliminate hostile elements. Suffice to say that this includes Emperor Zande himself.
Floopsy.
Meanwhile, the rest of us shall examine ways to isolate SYRCUS Tower from the outside world. To work, then!
Floopsy thinks we should kill Nero before we start.
Wait, there is something I must know. My right eye is like yours. Does this mean... Oh, Tony. You inherited the trait from your father, you said? Know that clones are unable to bear offspring. You have no cause for concern. The Allegan Eye, you called it, but to us it is the Royal Eye, owing to the fact that the trait manifests only in those possessed of royal blood. I cannot well explain why the eye runs in your line, but I am disinclined to think it a coincidence. Though you are doubtless impatient to learn the truth, pray have patience. All will be revealed in due time. Floopsy says that is bullshit. Okay. What you got for us, Tony?
Floopsy, Floopsy, Floopsy.
And my apologies if I've given you cause to worry. I'm quite well, I assure you. As you can appreciate, there has been much for me to think on. But now is the time for action, not idle thoughts. Circus Tower awaits us. Your task is to eliminate all hostile elements within the structure, Zonde himself included. This will afford us the chance to seal off the facility. May the crystal grant you strength.
Floopsy is ready to go. Oh boy. Oh boy. Raid number 2. Somebody's naked.
You are dead! Dead! Dead!
You fight valiantly, mortals, but to no avail. Absolute darkness draws nigh. Soon it will be unleashed, and all shall something.
Big boy. Floopsy! Uh-oh. Elder! Tony! You did it! You defeated Emperor Sunday!
Empires may rise and fall, but man's indefatigable spirit ever lives on. Truly you are the champion we had hoped for, Elder Floopsy. With Emperor Sunday now at eternal rest, his dark legacy may be undone.
Nero, why are you in your evil suit? Nero? Nero?
What are you playing at now, Nero? In case you haven't noticed, Garland, these are dangerous surrounds. Can a man be at faulted for exercising due caution? At any rate, you needn't mind me. I'm perfectly capable of looking after myself. Go on and finish what you came to do.
There are two ways that we may seal off SYRCUS Tower, either isolate it from the outside world or cripple its ability to produce energy. The choice of method is yours to make. Before you proceed, however, Doga and I must needs attend to a task.
We gonna do something about that?
That distortion, what is it?
The power that Sunday sought to obtain comes from the void, the world of darkness our people called it. And the true nature of that power was none other than the armies of Voidsent. Voidsent feed on ether, as you may already know, and no plane is richer in it than ours. In exchange for their allegiance, Zonde entered into an unholy covenant. He would be open a gate through which the Void Sent could freely enter our world. The covenant, I'm afraid to say, is still in effect. However, being of the Emperor's lineage, Une and I believe that we can annul it. By his blood, Zonde sealed his dark pact. By our blood, it shall be undone. It is time. Yes, Doga, finally we may fulfill our purpose.
Nero? Oh, be still, my beating heart. For a moment I feared that this outing would end in disappointment. My readings were not mistaken. Not even the ultimate weapon compares to this. What are you going on about?
The covenant is everlasting.
Oh. Oh no! Evil clones are coming out of the Void Vulva!
Oh. Not now, Floopsy!
And so, Messidia is brought into the fold. Soon all the world shall be united under Allagan rule. And yet, with every dream that becomes reality, the memory of death grows ever more vivid, an endless void, bereft of light and warmth. Though I may have defeated death, it did not leave me unscathed. Nay, its ravening claws have scarred my soul for eternity. Never shall I know peace. Beings without will, you cannot fathom my rage, my melancholy, my fear. What worth is wealth and power, when all must inevitably be consigned to nothingness? Man has nothing, he need not know the pain of loss. So let there be nothing. Harvest more power that the gate may be thrown open. Let the cloud of darkness come and engulf the world, devouring all life, hopes, and dreams. Let all be returned to nothingness.
That sounds like a bad idea.
Oh.
You get him, Tony. Elder, pull yourself together. Is there no end to them? What in the seven hells is happening?
Tony, no!
Not now, damn it.
Yeah!
Said no!
I'll be fine.
Nero! Were they part of your grand plan, too? Save your japes, Garland. I didn't put up with your arrogant face to play with worthless clones. Something controls them.
A void scent, and no ordinary one at that.
Doga!
Oh no! Doga's getting pulled into the void vulva! Ooh. Right.
Confound it! Without them, there's no way to master the darkness! That power is mine!
Sorry, I suddenly slipped into Kingdom Hearts with that darkness reference.
I guess he's going too. Bye-bye!
Nero!
Sora!
The Covenant shall be honored.
Not if Floopsy has anything to say about it.
I am the cloud of darkness. I shall devour your light and return this world to the void.
Well,
Damn it! The rift is gone. What are we supposed to do now? As much as it pains me to leave without them, there's precious little we can do. Let us return to the find and consult Rambrose.
Floopsy.
Alright, well. We'll keep this mask for a bit.
These do not match Floopsy's boots, gloves, and shield.
Floopsy, where did you get that horrifying mask? All this happened within the tower? Gods preserve. The rift that manifested before the throne was a void gate. Of this I am certain. There exist myriad kinds of void scent. The more powerful the being, the larger the gate must be for it to pass through. 'Twould seem that Xande sought to open a gate of unprecedented proportions, one that would allow this cloud of darkness entry into our world. Fortunately for all mankind, he did not succeed. I shudder to imagine what this void scent is capable of. However dreadful it may be, we can't abandon our friends. Is there no way to save them? I would not lie to you, Master Garland. The situation is bleak. Though void scent can enter our world, instances of men entering the void have never been documented. It pains me to give voice to my fears, but we do not even know whether our friends still live. Damn it! I feel so helpless. No, I refuse to give up. We must save Toga and Une. We share the same eye, 'tis true, but that is not what motivates me. Above all, I wish to help them fulfill their mission, a mission whose burden they have borne for thousands of years. And besides, we cannot leave matters as they are. Oh, my eye! So long as Xande's dark covenant is binding, our world is in danger. 'Tis our duty to prevent the worst from coming to pass. Tony, ever since meeting Une and Doga, you have not quite been yourself. Tell me true, is all well with your eye? I honestly cannot say. I know only that there is a memory that I must recall. As a child, my father told me the truth of our eye rests with Alag. The answer eludes me still,
One day I will find it.
I'm with Tony. However slim the odds, we must try to save Une and Doga. Aye, and that bastard Nero as well, if only to make certain that he won't make any more mischief. You have the right of it. Though we have known them but briefly, Doga and Une are our comrades. We cannot fail them. I shall consult experts in literature both, so as to leave no stone unturned. Yet know that it may be a while before we are ready to act. I would ask that you all be patient. When dealing with the void, one cannot be cautious enough. My thanks again for your assistance. Pray rest now while you can. When the time comes to go after our friends, we must be at no less than full strength. We'll save them yet, Elder. Mark my words.